Hello and welcome to this Manse Talk video. I think that's what we're going to call it. Just an occasional piece where I'm going to just talk about church life and we'll put it on the website. Just another way of us trying to keep in contact with each other. Richard Harries has written this book called Seeing God in Art, and it's for the Ministers Book Group. And one of the phrases that he uses is self-forgetful love, as he's describing one of the paintings. And I think we're seeing self-forgetful love in all sorts of areas at the moment. The frontline workers, people who are doing their absolute best at some personal cost to themselves to help us through this pandemic. And I know that many of you in the church have relatives who are on the front line, and our prayerful best wishes go out to you. Well, we're heading towards July, and perhaps this time next week we'll know what the government are advising as far as coming back to church is concerned. We have some plans in place. We have already done a test at church to see if we can webcast, have both audio and visual transmission from the church direct onto people's computers, and we think that's possible with a little bit more work to do. So maybe, just maybe, around July time we'll be able to come back for in-person worship. I want to emphasise that whether you come back to church in July or whether you stay at home shielding, listening and watching the service on the webcast, we'd like to think of ourselves as one congregation, but in two different places, in church or at home. But we're still that same single congregation seeking to unite our worship together. The wonders of Zoom have been terrific over this lockdown period. Many of us didn't even know what Zoom was when the pandemic first really took hold. Yesterday I took part in a Zoom training session run by the Thames North Synod of the United Reformed Church, and it worked well. This coming Sunday we're going to be having our area group AGM for the United Reformed Church via Zoom. I'm attending that, and so is Janet Reed, our church secretary. She's our representative to the local area group AGM. And then on Monday our elders are going to come together for an informal elders meeting where we talk about the pastoral life of the church, and we're going to be doing that via Zoom as well. I know that we haven't had a church meeting in May, and the chances are we won't have a church meeting in July either. The Baptist Union and the United Reformed Church and the Charity Commission have all said that they understand that this may not be possible during the pandemic as it is at the moment. But we're hoping that perhaps with social distancing in place, by the autumn we might be able to have a church meeting. Family News has been published this week, and we're very grateful to the editorial committee for getting that together and for being able to send it out to our church members. It's wonderful that our church magazine is able to be published during the lockdown period. We are conscious that we've lost a number of members over the last 3 months. Mr. John Fox passed away last week, and his funeral service is going to be next Friday at 11:30 a.m. at the crematorium. I think it's going to be webcast. We send to David, his son, and all the family our best wishes at this time. And many of you will remember Mrs. Helena White. David and Helena used to worship with us regularly until they moved away to Shropshire a few years ago. Helena lost her battle with cancer yesterday and passed away. And once again we send David our very best, prayerful best wishes. This coming Sunday we have the audio service for Trinity Sunday. We're looking forward to that. Janet Reed is leading our prayers. Matthew has returned to school, so won't be doing quite so much music as he has been on previous occasions, but over this time he's been working also with the Baptist Church at Dagnall Street, St Albans. And the minister's son there, Rory, is a professional singer, and he and Matthew have teamed up most Sundays for the St Albans worship. Rory singing, Matthew arranging the music and often playing it. And on Sunday we're going to hear a piece of Rory singing the Skyboat song with the words Spirit of God, and Matthew has arranged that music and will be playing it for us. So my best wishes to you, and I hope that we continue to stay in touch as a church as we seek to do things differently during these days of the pandemic. May you know God's blessing and joy in all you do this day. Bye-bye.